Hi, today's question comes from Lorraine. She wanted to know about cholesterol and how she can lower her cholesterol naturally. She recently was diagnosed with high cholesterol and does not want to take medication. So really an amazing question. And it really got me thinking because cholesterol is a huge topic that a lot of people are concerned about. I hear this question a lot. How can they lower their cholesterol? They don't want to go on medication. What can they do? So here's the thing. Cholesterol is really not a bad guy. So what I'm going to do is A, I'm going to tell you what cholesterol is. B, I'm going to tell you how to read your blood test to know if you really do have high bad cholesterol. And then C, if you do need to lower it, I'm going to teach you how to lower it naturally without any medication. So let's talk about what cholesterol is first. Here's what cholesterol is. It's a substance made by the body. The body makes cholesterol. 75% of your cholesterol comes from your body. Only 25% comes from the diet. So your body is making cholesterol for a reason. And the reasons are very important. Every single cell in your body uses cholesterol. Every cell membrane has cholesterol. Vitamin D is made out of cholesterol. Your hormones are made out of cholesterol. Cholesterol helps make your brain and nervous system. So cholesterol is critical for good health, and that's why the body makes it. So what is bad cholesterol, and how do we read our blood test to know if we have bad cholesterol? Here's how it works. There's HDL, and there's LDL, and then there's total cholesterol, and then there's VLDL. So let's break it down so it's simple for you and it's not too complex. The numbers you're going to see on your blood test, first of all, is total cholesterol. Now, doctors like it to be under 200. Now, years ago, it used to be 225, but with the advent of medication, we bring it down to 200. And so now it's easier to prescribe medication if you're above that mark. Total cholesterol has nothing to do with whether you're going to have a heart attack or stroke. There's no scientific studies that show that the total cholesterol without other factors is going to be the indicator of you having cardiovascular disease. So now let's talk about good and bad cholesterol. Historically, everyone talks about HDL as good cholesterol and LDL as bad cholesterol. But really, what HDL and LDL are not cholesterol. They're cholesterol carriers. Because like I said, the body needs cholesterol to bring to its tissue. Every cell in the body needs cholesterol. So HDL carries cholesterol that has been used back to the liver to process. LDL takes cholesterol from the liver and brings it to the body when it needs it. Now, why does the body need cholesterol? Like I said, hormones, vitamin D, cell membranes. But when there is inflammation, when there is irritation to blood vessel linings, the body then sends the cholesterol to help repair that inflammation. So, LDL, if it is high, is really a symptom of inflammation. It is not a symptom of eating too much cholesterol. It is not a symptom of you needing to lower your cholesterol. It is a symptom of too much inflammation, which we need to lower, which we'll get to in a little bit. Now, let's talk about VLDL. VLDL rises along with something called triglycerides when there's too much sugar in the diet. So triglycerides, which is a fat, does not come from eating too much fat. It comes from excess carbohydrates in your diet. So if you have a high carbohydrate diet with a low fat diet as a combination, your triglycerides are going to rise if there's too much carbohydrates. So if you have high VLDL and high triglycerides, that is very critical to your health and can be very detrimental to your cardiovascular system, can cause ischemic heart disease and heart attacks, strokes, and everything everybody's afraid of when it comes to cholesterol. But it's not due to fat or high cholesterol. It's due to too much sugar in your diet, which we'll get to in a second. So if you take your total cholesterol and you minus HDL and then you minus LDL, you're left with a particular number. That is what's called remnant cholesterol. That's the VLDL number. If your remnant cholesterol is above 25, that is something to worry about. If it is 15 or less, you have nothing to worry about and your cholesterol levels are great. So those are the particular numbers you need to focus on. Your remnant cholesterol and your triglycerides. Again, to get remnant cholesterol, take your total cholesterol, subtract HDL, LDL, and then whatever number you have, that is your remnant cholesterol. That number needs to be around 15 or less for you to really feel good about what's going on in your body. Now, if it is high, like I said, if the LDL is high, that's a sign that there's inflammation in your body and your body's making this cholesterol to help repair the process of inflammation. If your remnant cholesterol is high or your triglycerides are high, that means there's just too much sugar in your body. So what do we need to do based on all the things I've talked about to help your cholesterol levels? It's not just driving your cholesterol down with a medication. It's decreasing a certain diet in your body that's creating inflammation and it's creating too much sugar. So you need to be on, number one, an anti-inflammatory diet. So what's an anti-inflammatory diet? Decrease your sugar, decrease genetically modified grains such as wheat and rye and barley and corn. A lot of people out there are eating a lot of corn because on the bag it says gluten-free. And it is gluten-free. But if it's genetically modified, it could have the same damaging effect, same inflammatory effect as gluten. All right? So decrease sugars, decrease these genetically modified grains, decrease conventional meat and dairy products. If you're getting if you're getting meat or butter or cheese or milk from cows that have been fed corn and soy, that can be very inflammatory to you. Make sure you're getting dairy products and meat products that are grass-fed. Very important. Also decrease partially hydrogenated oils and trans fats and cooking with vegetable oils. Those are very inflammatory to your body, and that inflammation will trigger the rise in LDL. The high sugar in your diet and the high excess carbohydrates will trigger the rise in the remnant cholesterol. Now, what can you do on a positive nature? Make sure you're getting sprouted grains. Get a lot of omega-3 fats, wild-caught salmon, flaxseed, hemp seed, chia seeds, walnuts are great sources of omega-3 fats. Also, make sure you're getting monounsaturated fats. Olive oil, but don't cook with olive oil because it has a very low smoking point, but definitely you could use it on your food, and it's a wonderful monounsaturated fat, helps lower cholesterol, and avocados are a great monounsaturated fat. Also, fiber, increased fiber in your diet has shown to reduce cholesterol. And why? Why would fiber lower cholesterol? Because as you have fiber, you're decreasing insulin levels. And as you decrease insulin is what converts the sugar to triglycerides if there's too much sugar in the system. So the fiber helps slow down the digestive process. It's very healthy for your cardiovascular system and your digestive system for this reason. So where can you get fiber? Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. All the foods that we know are healthy for us help supply the fiber that our body needs. So other things that can help lower cholesterol that are really good for us, garlic, and again, the omega-3 fats. If you do not eat fish and you're having trouble eating walnuts, then maybe get a fish oil supplement or even a flaxseed oil supplement to boost your omega-3 fats. So if you have a healthy diet, reduce the inflammatory foods, boost up your fiber, garlic, and make sure you're getting a lot of omega-3 fats and monounsaturated fats, you are going to have really healthy cholesterol numbers. Now, if you're out there And all of what I said, you're still afraid, and the doctor wants you to be on a cholesterol medication, which is a statin, and you choose to go on that. Remember, you are lowering your natural cholesterol levels, which your body needs. So you still need to reduce that inflammation. Remember that, and you still should be on an anti-inflammatory diet. But one thing you have to know is when you are taking statins, you are lowering your coenzyme Q10. Now, coenzyme Q10 is critical for every cell in your body to produce energy, and your body needs it, your brain needs it. So if you're on a statin, make sure you're taking at least 300 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 every single day. That's a must. Also, because we need cholesterol to make vitamin D, I would recommend doing 5,000 IUs of vitamin D every single day. And like I've said in another video, if you do vitamin D, you have to do vitamin K2. Remember that as well. So those are my suggestions for lowering cholesterol. And think about, in the first place, do you even have bad cholesterol? And if you have any other health questions, always feel free to reach out. I hope this kind of clears up the whole cholesterol controversy and gives you some ideas and some tips on how to proceed. Again, I hope you have an amazing night, and thank you very much.